And after an 11-hour-long flight, I've landed in Mexico City, checked into the hotel. I've got lots of exciting stuff coming up during my trip to Mexico. 3 nights each in 3 different locations, so look forward to sharing all that with you. But because it's the first day and a very long flight, the idea is to take it a little easy tonight. Just gonna have a roam around the local area, grab dinner, and I'll see you for a proper tour of Mexico City tomorrow. So first evening here in Mexico City, as I mentioned, long flight, so gonna take it a bit easy. Walked around the Rio Lerma street. Pretty busy, vibey, lots of bars and restaurants here. Because we wanted to keep it easy tonight, went to a local place which was relatively quiet but still buzzing. Had some local tacos and the local dessert, which was the pudding, which reminded me of my childhood days back in Pakistan. It was very similar to the pudding. And of course had the Mexican Coke as well, which was delicious. Good morning from Mexico City. It's a nice, beautiful morning out here. Early start, gonna grab some breakfast, got lots of things planned, including the Frida Kahlo Museum. So grab some breakfast and I'll see you for a little tour. So at a nice little local breakfast at a nice cute little cafe. I'm going to tell you about the breakfast and the coffee experience. It was really positive, but speak in detail in a bit. Have to rush for the walking tour now. So just got back from a great morning trip of Coyoacan. It was about 4.5 hours, included a trip at the end to the Frida Kahlo Museum. The museum is nice, but you can't take videos inside. Photos are allowed, so I took some nice photos. But it is a bit hyped up. I think it's a little small. There's a lot of interesting things there inside the museum, but it is very small. So if you're actually not someone who takes their time looking at every single thing in the museum, you can be done with it in about half an hour. But there's a nice little outdoorsy area in the museum which you can enjoy and sit around and take pictures and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But overall, Coyoacan, definitely recommend it. It's a really nice part of town. Nice little walking tours. I recommend take a walking tour just so that you understand everything. And now it's time for part 2 for today's day trip. Going to be a trip of the old town, or the Centro Histórico as it's called, in Mexico City. Stay tuned, I've got lots more coming your way. And we're here from the famous Centro Histórico in Mexico City. Great vibes, very different from the morning in Coyoacan. A very bustling town, amazing vibes. Just gonna walk around here and I'll see you soon. Hello and welcome from day 2 in Mexico City. Another gorgeous morning here. Gonna grab some breakfast and then explore more of the city. The idea is to go to the Anthropology Museum and explore a couple more exciting sites and a great experience for later today. Stay tuned. So that was a nice little breakfast, and now off to some more touristy stuff here at the Anthropology Museum. It's pretty quiet. It's a Sunday morning. I did do a lot of research to see whether you need to buy tickets in advance. I couldn't really find a good link to buy them, so I had to get here and buy them on the spot, but it was pretty straightforward. But do bear in mind today is a Sunday morning, so it's a bit quiet, so pretty easy to get in. And you also have to get a video pass separately, which is a bit weird, but to be honest, like, I've seen people making videos and I don't think everyone has a video pass, so that's just one thing to keep in mind. So yeah, here at the Anthropology Museum, let's go and explore. pretty crazy to imagine how all this was done 10,000 years ago. All done with the Anthropology Museum, and now of course in Mexico, so have to try the churros. So that one was okay, but didn't quite satisfy my churro cravings. Time for round 2. So it's time for some lunch, going to one of the most popular seafood places in Mexico City. It's called Contramar, seen it all over social media. Gonna try it and see what all the hype is about. Let's check it out. So done with lunch, great experience at the Contramar restaurant. Apart from all the food, the dessert was amazing as well. So definitely recommend you trying the desserts there. Tried the cheese pudding, I'm not sure what's it called in Mexican. And now stumbled upon another square, nice little fountain views. As it is in most of the town, nice little squares to just hang out and chill. Amazing vibes. Just gonna go around and recharge and then ready for the evening activity. Stay tuned for that. So just had to roam around the Roma Norte neighborhood. Came across a really cute coffee shop, Junkie Coffee. Weird name, but definitely recommend you coming here. And now off to the most important part of the trip. Just experienced the Lucha Libre Wrestling. Highly recommend it. It's very entertaining. Not for everyone maybe, but if you're here for a couple of hours or an hour if you want, it's very entertaining. Definitely recommend you trying it out. And finally, next stop, enjoy some city views. So there you have it, another great day in Mexico City. Pretty busy, but not as hectic as yesterday. The Lucha Libre Wrestling was definitely an experience. Highly recommend you trying that when you come here. Probably not for everyone, but you don't have to go for the full 2 hours. It's not too expensive. So yeah, definitely it's a good experience. Went to an artificial viewpoint, one of the rooftop bars, restaurants at one of the hotels. Just because there isn't any natural viewpoint in Mexico City. A lot of the kind of hotels have terraces, so I'd have to go to an artificial viewpoint rather than kind of a more natural one, but still amazing views of the city, and really enjoyed it. And then dinner and then back. So that's the end of the Mexico City leg of the trip. Have an early flight tomorrow morning to Cancun, but overall very positive thoughts about Mexico City. Highly recommend it. We'll come back with a more detailed review of the city with all the logistics and the recommendations. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video in Cancun.